Danish philosopher Søren Kierkegaard said that life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forward. Today, when Graham recalls his 4 years on the Promised Land, he has mixed and layered emotions. There are many difficult memories, yet he wonders what would have happened if he had made different decisions. Perhaps to have stayed in school, or perhaps to have not left the Promised Land. Graham was 15 years old when our father Max convinced Graham to work on the Promised Land. Work 6 months and travel 6 months, Max told Graham. But in reality, Graham worked 4 years and had 2 weeks vacation. Graham wonders about these formative years when a sense of identity takes hold. Just how did these experiences shape the person he is today? It stirs him to think that as the youngest worker on the Promised Land and as part of making a man of the boss's son, he was given the most menial of tasks, such as picking up wood, fertilizing by hand, chipping weeds, and unloading the trucks. Max told Graham that it was for his future, but in time he became disillusioned. After 4 years, Graham left at age 19 for the bright lights of the big cities in which to experience and explore the unpredictable. In episode 11, Robert and Graham discuss that life on the Promised Land presented numerous challenges in those earlier years.
You do know when the haul-outs first come out here, I can speak from experience because I was driving the thing, we had these international...
You drove the haul-out?
6, whatever they were. But anyway, they had the...
Did you drive the haul-out?
Put the hydraulics on with the chains to transfer... 674.
Leave that to the bin?
Right. To transfer the weight to the back wheels.
I showed you those chains on that episode.
So we used to have to drive these tractors with the independent brakes with the front off the ground. And when you get to the end, or you went through this ritual of prayer, especially if the bin was quite full, because if you were coming down any type of slope, there's no way that you were going to, the weight of the bin was just going to jackknife you and then flip you over and shut back down the cliff. Just a minor detail, risk management. So that's where I become deeply religious.
Is this a true story of the risk, Rob?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those old days were a lot different.
They weren't, and then
They were a lot different.
And then
No cabs to sit in. They just copped all the...
Oh yeah. I was there. I had the Porsche Carrera glasses on.
The Porsche Carrera glasses.
It was considered extremely irregular.
These days they sit in air-conditioned cabs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Four-wheel drive.
Yeah. Yeah, and you
Power
wonder
shift.
why I'm traumatised.
They don't even have to use a clutch to shift. They got power shift. Boom, 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 4 gears in a row.
So then is it sort of true that Graham's claims of being tortured up here?
Yeah, well, the old guys had to put up with a lot more than the younger generation.
The young fellas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm impressed, Graham. Some of those claims are actually true.
Fortunately,
Mum's tickled by that.
I can't believe it.
She's tickled by that. Mum, some of those claims are actually true.
Let me just tell you what it was like.
I think Mum is tickled by that. She's still laughing.
I only remember him getting all cut and all the cutting and all.
The stuff in my eye, unable to see.
And the
like falling out of the
let him go in to get a tooth thing to get
and underneath a trailer, right, trying to get a pin out, and Max turns up, and because Richie had got the boss, a bit of work. Mate, I'm sorry. Forget about pretending you're doing something. I'm actually under here. So anyway, I get slapped by a drawbar, cracks the splits and teeth in the back. Right? And I get up, and Max comes over. And in classic Max form, he goes, "Oh yeah, well you can probably get that looked at on Friday when you come in."
Is that true, Mum, on Friday?
Yeah, I know that would be.
That was true?
remember.
On Friday? But what day was it?
Monday.
Probably Monday.
One of the few events in Promisland history that actually smiled on someone. The heavens opened up and the rain came. And I was fortunate to be able to be driven in excruciating pain.
In excruciating pain, Mum?
Yeah, well, I remember the time the horse trod on your foot.
Not on your foot, but was this at the Promised Land, Mum?
Your toenail.
My toe.
And you,
And did I put up with it, Mum?
oh, boy, you let everybody know. We could have heard you in Bundaberg.
Could have heard me in Bundaberg.
Well,
Mum, did you expect me to stoically put up with a horse standing on my foot?
Well, I was sorry because
Mum doesn't exactly have a lot of sympathy.
my baby boy had got his foot hurt, his toe hurt.
My toe hurt. So that was like as much trauma as
you
seeing that
remember?
huge snake in the outhouse.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I remember. Of course I do. My toe's still damaged. It's never been the same
that
since.
That toe,
That's never been. Look, that toe.
look at that big line across it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Of course
see?
it's never been the
It's
same.
never been the same since, Mum.
This is
I'm still laughing at it.
absolutely no mercy.
Actually, this is
No mercy.
I can see how you had no
No
sympathy.
sympathy at
No
all. You know.
That was like that huge snake in the outhouse. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, you said that, oh, we better not talk about that one.
We were talking about what?
Oh, which one, Mum?
Well, you had everybody interrupting the Christmas dinner,
To get rescued from that huge snake in the outhouse?
which wasn't a snake. Come on.
Yes, it was. It was huge. I went to
Was it a python?
huh?
Was it a python? Mum, what actually constitutes huge to you?
Well, I don't know.
What, an
I
anaconda?
didn't go to see it. I let the men go to see it. That
All you were
was
concerned
their
with.
wake call. You had to go down, you know. The
Wake call.
Australian toilets.
The Australian toilets.
I better go and have a look at the dinner.
Okay.
I don't want to be like Tina.
Not blowing it up. Submission of the pain and suffering. Finally, after 35 years of begging, writing numerous books on the subject, finally, the recognition that maybe it wasn't that easy.